Welcome back. Welcome to a new show. Yes, today, the advanced program, class number 171, which means that we have only 25 programs left, 25 classes, 25 hours more of class out of 195. It's a lot of classes. I've been with you in every class. Yes, 3 segments of every class plus a closing. Yes, 170 closings up to now. That little minute at the end in which I have to ad-lib. To ad-lib is improvisar. All right? It means to improvise. I have to say something, usually motivational. So it's been a long time. And I've done the same with the beginners and the intermediates. A lot of hours. Vaughan Inglés 4.0 in all. ¿Cómo se dice en total en inglés? In all, no se dice in total, se dice in all, there are 585 hours of class. It's a lot of meat. Mucha chicha, como se dice aquí, mucha carne. A lot of meat in this program. Everything you need. There's nothing in this course that isn't relevant. And things that are not in this course are probably not totally relevant. So I recommend that you continue watching these classes. I recommend that you try to watch them on the internet too, if you are an official student. If you're not an official student, I recommend that you think about the possibility of signing up for the next program in the autumn, in September, October, for a second edition, and to take the program seriously and formally as a student, because it gives you other opportunities. You receive the materials, all these materials. You receive CDs, you receive listening comprehension material, you receive tutorials over the internet, and so you can really guide yourself. If you have self-discipline, you can guide yourself in a good direction and make good progress with the English language. We have been receiving emails, a lot of emails, from students, official students, and they are delighted with the progress they're making. At least I don't know of any student who's not impressed or who is not satisfied with the progress, or as you say in Spanish, aprovechamiento. Interesting word. Of the progress they're making in Vaughan Inglés 4.0. So please, if you're just watching this and you feel you need to improve your English, think about the next convocatoria. Think about becoming. About es proposición, por eso digo el gerundio después, becoming. Think about, piensa en hacerte estudiante oficial. Think about becoming an official student. You will receive the material, and you will receive more. You will receive closer guidance, not only from us on television, but from us through the internet, a discreción, at your discretion. You can watch these programs again and again, 20 times if you want. And also, you can follow the tutorials and take the exams and receive the diploma. There are other benefits as well, but the most important benefit is, as an official student, you tend to focus more carefully and benefit more than a normal television viewer. Okay, I have to change to the other camera. All right, class 171, we will begin by a short review of class 170. So, to set up a business and to set up a meeting. Montar un negocio, montar una empresa, is to set up a business or to set up a company. We can also say to start a company or to start a business, all right? Now, to set up a meeting is to organize everything around the meeting. But when you fix the time, we say to set, not to set up. To set the time of the meeting. In order to set up a meeting, one of the responsibilities is to set the date and time of the meeting. To set up, all right? To set everything up for the meeting, which means to call the people to the meeting, to set the time, to set up all the different materials to prepare to arrange and organize the materials for the meeting, etc. That's to set up a meeting and to set up a company. I have set up many companies in my life, and most of them have been successful to set up, but not all. You have to be willing to fail. You have to know that you can fail, but you have to learn from your mistakes. If you make mistakes, don't worry. Siempre que. Don't worry about making mistakes as long as you have a positive attitude and can learn from your mistakes. Some people never learn from their mistakes, and they make the same mistakes again and again and again because they don't have the right attitude. There are people that could live their life 20 times, 20 new opportunities to relive, revivir sus vidas, to relive their lives, and 20 times they will fail because they don't have the right attitude about effort or about people or about themselves or about success. They don't have the right attitude about hard work. They don't have the right attitude, and so they will always fail. And with English too. I have met people who always fail to learn English, and they simply don't have the right attitude. They think they can learn English with some new miracle method, and they never admit that to learn English you need to make an effort, a strong effort. Okay. Also yesterday, we were working on something a bit cute, fun. Tell me to take off my watch. Excuse me, Richard, take off your watch, please. Excuse me, what do you want me to do? I want you, quiero que te quites el reloj. I want you to take off. I want you to take off your watch. Ah, very good. So, if I follow your instructions, what am I going to do? You're going to take off your watch. What am I about to do? About to, más gerundio, a punto de. What am I about to do? You're about to take off your watch. Good. Well, what am I doing? You're taking off your watch. What have I just done? You've just taken off your watch. This exercise is very good for using verbs in the future, in the imperative, in the present perfect. You have just taken off. How many times did I take off my watch? You took it off, pasado simple. You took it off once. Well, tell me to put it back on. We'll put it back on. What am I doing? You're putting it back on. All right. I'll see you in about 8 minutes' time.
Hello there, and you're very welcome to the program. We're going to review your last class. So 2 different parts to the class, 3 minutes and 3 minutes, and we have some help. Are you ready to help us?
Yes, I am.
How do you feel about helping us?
I feel great.
Okay, okay. So the first part, we're going to practice the phrasal verb to set up.
Okay.
Okay, the phrasal verb to set up means to arrange, usually, in this case. So, Anna, are you setting up a company right now?
No, I'm not setting up a company right now.
Okay, very good. Ask me if I'm setting up a company.
Are you setting up a company right now?
No, I'm not setting up a company either. Would you like to set up a company?
Yes, I'd like to set up a company.
Okay, okay. Ask me if I've ever set up a company.
Have you ever settled?
Set up.
I'll set up. Okay. Have you ever set up a company?
No, I've never set up a company. So try that question at home. Ask me if I have. Ask me if I've ever set up a company. Okay, good. Have you ever set up a company? No, I haven't. Ask me if I set up interviews every day.
Do you set up interviews every day?
Yes, I set up interviews every day. Ask me how many interviews I set up every day.
How many interviews do you set up every day?
I usually set up maybe 2 or 3, sometimes 4 interviews every day. Okay? Ask me if I set up meetings every day.
Do you set up meetings every day?
Yes, I set up maybe 2 meetings every day. Okay? Do you have to set up meetings at work?
No, I don't have to set up meetings at work.
Okay. Does your boss have to set up meetings?
Yes, my boss has to set up meetings.
Okay. So set up meaning to arrange. Does your boss have to set up meetings? Yes, my boss has to set up meetings. So set up, but set up. Put the words together. My boss has to set up meetings. Okay. Ask me if I set things up in advance?
Do you set things up in advance?
Sometimes I set things up in advance and sometimes I leave it until the last minute, okay? Do you set up dinner parties at your house?
No, I don't set up dinner parties at my house.
Okay, so do you set up, and don't forget the pronunciation, do you set up dinner parties at your house? No, I don't set up dinner parties at my house. Do you set things up for your boss?
No, I don't set things up for my boss.
Okay, does he want you to set things up for him?
I don't think so. I don't know. He doesn't want me to set things up for him.
Very good. So he doesn't, very good. Can you say that again?
He doesn't want me to set things up for him.
Very good. So he doesn't want me to set things up for him. He doesn't want me to set things up for him. Try that at home. That's an important sentence. Okay, good. Can you say it one more time?
He doesn't want me to set things up for him.
Excellent. Okay. How often do you set up appointments to have your hair cut?
I set up appointments to have my hair cut every 2 months.
Every 2 months. Okay. I set up appointments to have my hair cut every 2 months. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the next part of the program. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you and Anna to give me some instructions, and then I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Okay. So practice this at home with Anna. Tell me to scratch my nose.
Scratch your nose.
Okay. What will I do?
You'll scratch your nose.
Very good. What am I going to do?
You're going to scratch your nose.
Okay. What am I doing?
You're scratching your nose.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
I want you to scratch your nose.
Okay. What have I just done?
You've just scratched your nose.
Excellent. And one more time.
You've just scratched your nose.
Very good pronunciation. You've just scratched your nose. You've just scratched your nose. One last time.
You've just scratched your nose.
Okay. Very good. Tell me to pluck my eyebrows. Pluck is like...
Oof.
So tell me to pluck my eyebrows.
Pluck your eyebrows.
Okay. What will I do?
You'll pluck your eyebrows.
What am I going to do?
You're going to pluck your eyebrows.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to pluck your eyebrows.
Okay. What am I doing?
You're plucking your eyebrows.
Okay. What have I just done?
You've just plucked your eyebrows.
Very good. So you've just plucked. So pluck is like to pull, like this. You've just plucked your eyebrows.
Did it hurt?
Yes, it did hurt a little bit. Tell me to clench my fist. Tell me to clench my fist.
Clench your fist.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to clench your fist.
What will I do?
You'll clench your fist.
What am I going to do?
You're going to clench your fist.
Okay, what am I doing?
Oh, you're clenching your fist.
Okay, so to clench is like this. To clench your fist. Okay? Tell me to unclench my fist.
Unclench your fist.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to unclench your fist.
Okay, what will I do?
You'll unclench your fist.
Okay, what am I going to do?
You're going to unclench your fist.
Okay, what am I doing?
You're unclenching your fist.
Very good pronunciation. You're unclenching, so clench, unclench, clench, unclench. You're unclenching your fist. Okay? Tell me to wave at you.
Wave at me.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to wave at me.
What will I do?
You'll wave at me.
Okay, what am I going to do?
You're going to wave at me.
And what am I doing?
You're waving at me.
Okay, what have I just done?
You've just waved at me.
Okay, good. So wave is like this. You've just waved at me. You have just waved at me. You've just waved at me. Okay? Tell me to give you the thumbs up. Tell me to give you the thumbs up.
Give me the thumbs up.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to give me the thumbs up.
What will I do?
You'll give me the thumbs up.
What am I going to do?
You're going to give me the thumbs up.
Okay, what am I doing?
You're giving me the thumbs up.
Okay, so I'm giving you the thumbs up too. Well done, well practiced. See you very soon, and thank you for watching.
All right. Questions and answers, very simple. Ask me where I keep my money. Pero con el verbo with the word where. Always with where, I think. Ask me where I keep my money. Richard, where do you keep your money? I keep my money in the bank. Ask me where I change after the first minute. Richard, where do you change after the first minute? I change the camera 1, but I'm going to do it right now. Okay, please. Okay. Ask me where Napoleon died. Excuse me? Ask me where Napoleon died. Where, what? Napoleon. 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 ¿Cómo dices? Napoleon. Ask me where Napoleon died. Where did Napoleon die? Good, repeat please. Where did Napoleon die? He died on St. Helens Island, Santa Elena, all right? In the Atlantic Ocean, all right? Ask me where he was born. Where was he born? Napoleon, he was born on the island of Corsica. Corsica. Con C al final, Corsica. He was born on the island of Corsica. Ask me where he won his first battle. Where did he win his first battle? He won his first battle on the Navy base in Toulon, all right, against the British, okay? Ask me where Charles I entered Spain. Where did Charles I enter Spain? Well, he entered Spain in Asturias, in a small port called Tazones. Ask me where he came from. Where did he come from? Well, he came from the Low Countries. Yes, the Netherlands. All right. Ask me where I would be now if I weren't here. Richard, where would you be now if you weren't here? Well, if I weren't in this studio, I would probably be in my office. If I weren't in this studio now, I would probably be in my office. Ask me where I would be now if I weren't in Spain. Or where would you be now if you weren't in Spain? Well, if I didn't live in Spain, I would probably live in the States. I would be in the United States if I didn't live in Spain. Ask me where I would live if I couldn't live in Spain. Oh, Richard, where would you live if you couldn't live in Spain? Probably I would live in Italy if I couldn't live in Spain. Ask me where I would live if I couldn't live in either Spain or Italy. Where would you live if you couldn't live in Spain or in Italy? I would probably live in Portugal. Ask me where I would live if I couldn't live in any of those three countries. Well, where would you live if you couldn't live in any of those three countries? I would live in the States, probably. Maybe France. Probably in the States, okay. Or maybe in Morocco. It depends. If I had money, I would live in Morocco. Yeah. But otherwise, I'd live in the States, okay? Now, ask me where Genghis Khan grew up. Well, where did Genghis Khan grow up? Well, he grew up in Mongolia. Yeah, he grew up in Mongolia. Ask me where Kublai Khan grew up. Well, where did Kublai Khan grow up? Well, he grew up in Mongolia and in China. Yes. Ask me where Robin Hood grew up. Where did Robin Hood grow up? He grew up in the area of Nottingham. Yeah, ask me where my father grew up. Where did your father grow up? My father grew up in central Texas, in a small town. Ask me where my mother grew up. Where did your mother grow up? She grew up in San Antonio, Texas. Ask me where George Washington was born. Where was George Washington born? He was born in Virginia. Yeah. Ask me where the British Parliament is. Where is the British Parliament? It's in London. All right. Ask me when Oliver Cromwell deposed the Stuart king. When? Well, when did Oliver Cromwell depose the Stuart king? To tell you the truth, I don't know. Around 1660 or 1649, 1650, in the middle of the 17th century, I think. I'm not very clear on English history during the Stuart period, los Estuardos, as you say. I'm not very clear on history. Ask me where William Shakespeare was born. Where was William Shakespeare born? He was born in Stratford upon Avon. Ask me where Miguel de Cervantes was wounded. Where was Miguel de Cervantes wounded? He was wounded in Greece, in the Battle of Lepanto, in the bay, in the area of Greece. Ask me where Cervantes spent time in prison. Where did Cervantes spend time in prison? Well, two places, in Algeria and in Spain. He had some problems in Spain too. Ask me where Cervantes died. Where did Cervantes die? I think he died in Valladolid, but I'm not sure. Similar to Christopher Columbus, but I'm not sure. Ask me where he was born. Where was he born? He was born in Alcalá de Henares. Ask me where Lope de Vega was born. Where was Lope de Vega born? He was born in Madrid. All right, he was born in Madrid, I think. Ask me where I was born. Where were you born, Richard? Well, I was born in Houston, Texas. Okay. Ask me where the Americans defeated the British in the War of Independence. Where did the Americans defeat the British in the Revolutionary War or the War of Independence? They defeated the British in the Battle of Yorktown in Chesapeake Bay near Baltimore, all right, with the help of the French and the Spanish. The Spanish helped the United States very much, more than the history books say, all right? And ask me where the first capital of the United States was. Where was the first capital of the United States? It was in Philadelphia. The first capital of the United States was in Philadelphia before the construction of Washington. Washington was an artificial city, built to be the seat of government. Okay, we need to take a short break. Our sponsors have something to say, but I'll be right back. Okay, where is Adolfo Suarez from? Well, he's from Avila, from Cebreros. Where was Miguel Cervantes from? He was from Alcalá de Henares. Where was Alcázar from? He was from Andalusia, from Granada or from Malaga, I can't remember. And where was Lope de Vega from? He was from Madrid. Where was Thomas Jefferson from? He was from Virginia. And where was Ho Chi Minh from? He was from Hanoi, from North Vietnam. And where was Mr. Berlusconi from? Or where is Berlusconi from? He's from Milan, I believe. He's from Milan. Okay. Well, I have to say goodbye again. I only have 1 minute, but I'll be back.
Hello again, and a very warm welcome to this part of this class. My name's Richard, as you well know, and I'm sitting here in the studio, in the purple studio, with our friend David. How are you, David?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm not bad at all. Okay, today what we're going to do is something pretty easy. Don't forget, pretty can mean bonita, but also bastante as an adverb. Pretty easy is quite easy, es lo mismo, yeah? We're going to do something pretty easy. And it's the following. I'm going to give you, David, and everybody at home, don't forget, if you don't participate actively, you're wasting your time. So if you're not prepared to participate actively, turn off or change channel, okay? There are lots of other exciting things to see on the television. If you don't want to work and sweat like David's working and sweating here, forget about it, okay? Good. Bien. I'm going to give you a series of answers, David, to a series of questions which I want you to ask me.
Okay.
Don't forget, we always ask questions in English. We don't make them.
Okay, good.
Se hacen preguntas, we ask questions. We never say to make a question. Okay, for example, the mug is on the poof. Okay, el taburete. Bueno, this is a low taburete, un taburete bajo, is a poof.
A poof.
With usually soft material on it. A hard wooden one or metal one or plastic one would be a stool. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Bien. So the mug is on the poof. I want you to ask me, ¿dónde está? Siempre con la palabra where.
Okay. Where is the mug?
Where's the mug? Okay. With a contraction, all the better.
Where's the mug?
Where's the mug? Good. Did you know mug also meant cara?
I didn't know.
Okay, and it's usually used when we're criticizing, when we're poking fun at someone. We often use it in conjunction with the adjective ugly.
Uh-huh.
What an ugly mug. Qué cara
Okay.
más fea tiene.
Okay.
Yeah, what an
Okay,
ugly mug.
thank you. Ah, no, you're talking
Yeah.
about something else.
And that's another way. No, I'm not talking about you. When we talk about photographs of ourselves, we often, for example, passport photographs, we often refer to them as a mug shot.
Uh-huh.
Shot, como
Yes.
disparo
Uh-huh.
de la cara.
Uh-huh.
A mug shot is your passport photograph, okay?
Okay.
Interesting, eh?
Good,
Bien,
yeah.
volvemos al ejercicio. David, your mobile is under the cushion.
Where is my mobile?
Con la connotación,
Where's my mobile?
where's.
Where's my
No,
mobile?
where's.
Where's?
Okay, no hay R aquí. Where's.
Where's?
Where's.
Where's?
It's a vowel sound, okay? No, where. Es largo, pero no hay R.
Where's?
Eso es. Where's.
Where's my mobile?
Where's my mobile? Muy bien. It's under the cushion. So where is it?
It's under the cushion.
What's a cushion? Do you know?
Sí, un cojín.
I'm going. Good. What's the difference between cojín y ¿cómo se dice eso?
Almohada.
Almohada.
A cushion.
Cushion.
A cushion.
Uh-huh.
A cushion is what you have in the living room on the sofa.
Yep.
And the other one, the pillow.
Pillow.
Yes. It's in bed.
Exactly. In the bed.
It's in the bed.
Yeah, in the bed. We talk about being in bed. We are in bed. Estamos en la cama. Cuando nos acostamos, we're in bed. But when you talk about something that's on the piece of furniture, we use the article. It's on the bed, yeah?
Okay.
Or in the bed. Bien. I'd go to live in the Seychelles if I won the lottery. Okay, another question beginning with where. Okay, I'd go to live in the Seychelles if I won the lottery. Ahí tenéis la respuesta. Ahora la pregunta, ¿cuál sería?
Where are you going to live?
It's a conditional, huh? I'd go
Okay.
to live in the Seychelles if I won the lottery.
Where would you go to live if you won the lottery?
Excellent. Where would you go and live if you won the lottery? Okay, we can say to go to live or go and live. Where would you go and live? Se dice mucho. Go and. Where would you go and live? Ask me again. With go and.
Where would you go and live if you won the lottery?
Pero go and. Rápido. Go and live.
Where would you go and live if you won the lottery?
Fantastic. I go and live in the Seychelles if I won the lottery. Muy bien. I got this in an antique shop.
Where did you get that?
Muy bien. Where did you get that? Don't forget, to get is often used as an alternative way of saying to buy. I got this in an antique shop. What's an antique shop?
Una tienda de antigüedades.
Exactly. When we talk about la antigüedad, how do we say it?
Ancient times?
It's ancient.
Ancient.
Exactly. It's ancient, but we
Yes.
pronounce it ancient.
Ancient.
Ancient times or ancient history.
Okay.
Okay? Ancient. Ancient is ancient. ¿Vale? I lost my passport on a bus.
Where did you lose your passport?
Excellent. Where did you lose your passport? David and everybody at home, do you remember how we refer to our passport photographs in slang, in argot?
Mag?
A mug?
A mag shot.
A mug shot, exactly. Yeah, the passport photograph.
Okay.
A mug shot, okay? I met my wife in a bar.
Where did you meet your wife?
Exactly. Where did you meet your wife? Okay, don't forget the pronunciation of where. Where, not
Okay.
where. No hay R, okay? Where did you meet your wife? Okay, she fell over in a shopping center.
Where did she fall over?
Where did she fall over? Again, faster.
Where did she fall over?
Where did she fall over?
Where did she fall over?
Muy bien. She fell over in a shopping center. In the UK, by the way, we often use the verb to fall over, para caerse. Whereas, whereas in the States, they usually say to fall down.
Okay.
Okay? And in the States, when they say fall over, it means they trip on something. Whereas for us, to fall over, you just fall. Okay?
Okay.
And we say to fall down, usually when you fall down the stairs. Okay? So we have an object there. Okay. I'm going to keep it in my pocket.
Where are you going to keep it?
Muy bien, okay. I'm going to keep it in my pocket. I'm going to keep it somewhere safe.
Where are you going to keep it?
Muy bien, somewhere safe means
En un lugar a salvo.
exactly.
En un lugar seguro.
En un lugar seguro. I'm going to keep it somewhere safe. Ponlo en un lugar seguro. Put it somewhere safe. It's a very common expression. Yeah? I put it somewhere safe. So safe, in fact, I can't remember where I put it. Has that happened to you?
Yes, it happens all the time.
Exactly. To me all the time as well. Okay, one more. I'm going to keep it in a safe.
Where are you going to keep it?
Good. Where am I going to keep it?
You are going to keep it in a safe.
In a safe. Not in a safe place or somewhere safe, but in a safe. Que en sí es a safe place. What's a safe?
Una caja de seguridad.
Exactly. Una caja fuerte.
Una caja fuerte.
Exactly. A safe. Okay. So you obviously have the little dials to undo the code to open the safe. Good stuff. Okay. Como decíamos, la antigüedad.
Antique. La antigüedad de tiempo.
De tiempo, de la historia.
De tiempo.
Ancient history. Ancient history.
Ancient histories or
times.
ancient times.
Una tienda de antigüedades is an antique.
An antique shop.
David, thank you very much.
Thank you.
No more time for anything else. See you soon. Bye-bye.
All right. We have 8 minutes to practice the past continuous. Interesting exercise, and the past continuous. But let's do it on camera 1 because this is going to be a lot of work for me. Please. Okay. Look, I'm holding a paperclip in my right hand and I'm biting a pencil. Mordiendo. It's a bad habit I have. No. I'm biting my pens. I'm biting a pen, all right? And I'm holding a paperclip in my right hand. I'm biting a pen and I'm blinking more than usual. You understand? I'm blinking more than usual and I'm wearing a microphone. Can you see it? Now, at the same time, Maria is sitting in a white chair and she's painting her nails and reading lecturas she's reading pronto. Okay, she's reading a magazine. She's reading a gossip magazine. So, let's go over this one more time. Now, I'm holding a paperclip in my right hand. I'm biting my pen. I'm biting my pen. I'm blinking more than usual, and I'm wearing a microphone. At the same time, Maria is sitting in a white chair. She's painting her nails, and she's reading a gossip magazine. Okay? Fine. Stop. Okay. Now, tell me what was happening just a few seconds ago. What was going on? Do you remember? You don't? You want me to tell you? Do you want me to do all your work for you? All right, now, do you remember? I was holding something in my right hand. What was I holding in my right hand? No, I wasn't holding a pen in my right hand. I was holding a paper clip. Do you remember? I was holding a paper clip in my right hand. What was I holding in my left hand? Right, I was holding a pen. Now, what was I doing to the pen? Right, I was biting it. I was biting the pen. Do you remember? Con una T simple. I was biting the pen. Now, what was I wearing on my shirt? Right, I was wearing a microphone. The same one I'm wearing now. Now, do you remember what Maria was doing at the same time? What was she doing? She was sitting in a white chair. Yeah, that's right. She wasn't sitting in a black chair. She was painting her nails. By the way, she wasn't painting her fingernails. She was painting her toenails. Yeah. She has beautiful red toenails. She was painting her toenails. And she was reading a magazine. Yeah. Do you remember what kind of magazine she was reading? Right. She was reading a gossip magazine. Typical of Maria. Okay, now, let's look at it again. Now, You see what I'm doing? Now I'm holding a piece of paper and I'm folding it twice. No, I'm not folding it twice. I'm folding it 3 times, okay? I'm holding it in front of you and I'm folding it 3 times. I'm putting it in that hand and I'm taking out 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm taking out and holding the 4 pink pencils. Ah, by the way, and before I was blinking my eyes, remember? Now I'm blinking my eyes again. I'm blinking my eyes excessively. Do you notice? I have a problem. I can't control I blink too much, all right? Now, Maria's not painting her nails now. She's not reading a gossip magazine, and she's not sitting in a white chair. She's standing behind the television monitor. She's standing behind the monitor. But she's looking at herself in a small mirror and checking her makeup, all right? Yeah, and checking her hair. All right, good. Do you have it? Good. Now, do you remember what I was doing? Do you remember what Maria was doing a few seconds ago? Okay, well, first, I was holding, if you remember, when I was holding a piece of paper, I started folding it, you remember? And I folded it 3 times. And at the same time, I picked up the pencil holder, and while I was holding that piece of paper between these fingers, you remember, like this? Yeah, I was taking pencils out. Do you remember what pencils I was taking out at that moment? I was taking out the 4 pink pencils. And what was the problem with my eyes? What was I doing with my eyes? Right, I was blinking excessively. I was blinking my eyes excessively while I was holding the pencils and the piece of paper, and the folded piece of paper. Now, do you remember what Maria was doing at the same time? Well, she wasn't sitting in her white chair this time. The time before, yeah, she was sitting, but she wasn't this time. She was standing behind the monitor, but she wasn't reading a gossip magazine, and she wasn't painting her toenails either, a bright red, no. She was holding a little cosmetic mirror, and she was looking at herself in the mirror. And she was looking at herself to check her makeup to make sure it was right, because when we finish this class, she's leaving, and I think she has a date, all right? Do you have a date tonight? Yeah, she has a date, all right? A hot date, maybe. You never know. Yeah, with Mr. Right. You never know. Not with Mr. Wrong, I hope, with Mr. Right. But in any case, so while I was holding these pencils, she was looking at herself in a mirror, a small cosmetic mirror. While I was folding the papers, she was standing behind the monitor. While I was blinking, she was checking her makeup. The time before, about 7 or 8 minutes ago, if you remember, while I was holding this paper clip, she was painting her toenails. While I was blinking, she was reading a gossip magazine. And while I was talking to you, she was sitting in a white chair. All right, so that's the past continuous. ¿Qué hacías tú mientras yo hacía esa otra cosa? And while I was teaching you, while I was talking about the paper clip a few minutes ago, were you listening to me? While I was explaining the pink, when I was taking the pink pencils out of the pencil holder, what were you doing? Were you watching me? Were you paying attention? Or were you thinking about your personal problems? What were you doing while I was doing these things? What are you doing now? What were you doing 5 minutes ago? What were you doing last night at 10 p.m.? What were you doing at this time 1 week ago? And what are you doing now? Me? What am I doing? I'm saying goodbye, but I'll be back in about 8 minutes.
Hello everyone, I'm Natasha, your teacher, and I'm here with Marina, a student you all know because she studies a lot. How are you?
Very well, thank you. And you?
I'm great. Are you ready for
yes.
today's class?
Yes,
Do you know that we're going to work really, really, really hard?
Really hard indeed.
Okay. Well, before we start, we're going to go over your vocabulary of the day, okay? Your 5 words of the day, okay? Remember, I'm going to say them in Spanish, and you and Marina have to say them in English. Remember to always say them out loud, and remember to concentrate on your pronunciation. Are you ready? Yeah? Okay, let's start. The first word is participación o implicación. How do we say this? Very good. Involvement. Involvement, okay? With the accent on the O. Involvement. One more time. Very good. Let's get Marina to say it now.
Involvement.
Very good pronunciation with that V, okay? Moving your vocal cords. Involvement. Very good. Okay, the second word is patrimonio, herencia cultural. How do we say this? Very good. Heritage. Heritage, okay? Again, be careful with that H, okay? It's not, okay? It comes from here, the sound comes from here. It's like as if you were warming up your hands, okay? Heritage. One more time. Very good. Let's get Marina to say this.
Heritage.
Very good. I can tell you studied your vocabulary, okay? All right, the next one is demencia o locura. How do we say this? Very good. Insanity. Insanity. Again, with the accent on the A. Insanity. One more time. Very good. Let's get Marina to say this word again.
Insanity.
Very good pronunciation. I have nothing to correct here, okay? The next one is cruce de calles o de carreteras. How do we say this? Very good. Intersection. Intersection. The accent goes on the I, okay? Intersection. One more time. Very good. Okay, your turn, Marina.
Intersection.
Perfect. One more time.
Intersection.
Pay attention to her pronunciation because it's perfect, okay? And then the next one is metre. How do we say this? Very good. Head waiter. Head waiter. One more time. Very good. Okay, let's get Marina to say this last word and pay attention to her pronunciation because it's very good.
Head waiter.
Very good. Very, very good. I'm very happy with Marina, with you at home, with everyone, okay? All right, now let's start with your grammar point of the day, okay? We're going to practice the past continuous. We're going to practice the past continuous, and we're also going to test your memory, okay? Because I'm going to say many, many different sentences, and you and Marina have to say it back to me, but using the past continuous instead of the present continuous, okay? Are you ready, Marina?
Well,
it's a tricky exercise.
It is very
not
tricky.
Not only because of the grammar, but mainly because of the memory.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to think of what you're saying. You have to pay attention to what I'm saying. Okay,
All
don't worry,
right.
I'll help you. Okay, I'll help you. Okay, is everyone paying attention? You're paying attention, Marina?
Yes.
I'll say the first 5 sentences. Emily's playing with her dolls. Tom's cooking spaghetti. Rob and Samantha are decorating their house. And Laura is washing her hair. Marina, what was happening here?
Well, Emily was playing with her dolls.
Very good.
And Tom was cooking spaghetti.
Very good. Robin
and Samantha were decorating the house.
Their house.
Their house.
So one more time, Robin
and Samantha were decorating their house.
And Laura?
And Laura was doing something else.
What was she doing?
Washing her hair.
Very good, very good. Okay, at home, repeat, okay? Emily? Very good. Emily was playing with her dolls, okay? And Tom? Very good. Tom was cooking spaghetti. And Rob and Samantha? Very good. They were decorating their house. And the last one, Laura? Very good. She was washing her hair. Okay, the next one. Is everyone paying attention? Are you paying attention? I'll start reading. John's ironing his shirt. Mary's doing her homework. Jack's mowing the lawn. And where am I? And Julia and Paul are feeding the baby. Okay, let's start. The first one, Marina. John.
John was ironing his shirt.
Very good. One more time.
John was ironing his shirt.
Very good. And Mary?
Mary was doing
her homework.
All right. Mary was doing her homework.
Very good. Jack?
And Jack was mowing the lawn.
Very good. And Julia and Paul are?
are feeding the baby.
It's not so much a memory exercise, it's me acting here.
And acting how to exercise.
And acting, I'm a very good actress. Okay, so at home, okay, let's start. John was ironing his shirt. Mary was doing her homework. Jack, very good, he was mowing the lawn. What is to mow the lawn?
Cortar el césped.
Very good. So Jack was mowing the lawn, and Julia and Paul, what were they doing? Let's see if Marina remembers.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Alimentando al bebé.
And in English?
Oh, right. I thought you wanted me to translate it. Feeding the baby. They were feeding the baby.
Okay, so at home, repeat. What were Julia and Paul doing? Very good. They were feeding the baby. Okay, the next one. Anna and James are doing the dishes. Sarah's sunbathing. So let's stop here and get Marina to say these two. Anna and James.
Anna and James were doing the dishes, and Sarah was sunbathing.
Very good. What is to sunbathe?
Tomar el sol.
Very good. Okay, at home. So Anna and James, what were they doing? Very good. They were doing the dishes. They were doing the dishes. And Sarah? Very good. She was sunbathing. Okay, let's continue, okay? Susan's watching TV and Daniel's taking a nap. Marina.
Susan was watching TV, and Daniel was taking a nap.
What's another way of saying taking a nap?
Taking a siesta.
Or having a nap, okay?
Having a
You
nap.
can use take or have. Okay, so at home, let's see. What was Susan doing? Very good. Susan was watching TV. And what was Daniel doing? Very good. Daniel was taking a nap. Daniel was taking a nap or having a nap. Okay, the next one. Vanessa's surfing the net. Phil and Mike are playing football in the garden. And Matt and Kim are setting the table. Marina.
Right.
Vanessa
was surfing the net.
Very good. Phil and Mike
Phil and Mike were
playing
football
in the garden.
Oh my goodness.
We're playing
Right.
football in the garden.
They were playing football in the garden.
And Matt and Kim?
Matt and Kim were
What were they doing before lunch?
setting the table.
So one more time, the last one.
So they were setting the table.
Okay, very good. Reviewing at home, okay? Vanessa, surfing the net. Phil and Mike, playing football. And Matt and Kim, setting the table. They were setting the table. Okay, thank you very much, Marina. Thank you at home.
Okay.
We've run out of time, but I'll see you next time. Bye.
All right. We have finished another class. We have 24 classes left. Not too many, but plenty. Not too many, but plenty. No muchos, pero nos sobran clases para seguir aprendiendo mucho. Not too many, but plenty to take advantage of in the future. We still have almost 5 weeks left. So it's a lot of weeks, a lot of time. All right? So don't let your guard down. Stay alert. Keep watching. Keep studying. Keep making an effort. Keep persevering. Keep paying attention. Keep doing all the things that are necessary to learn. Keep watching me and keep watching the rest of the students, and keep your English fresh. Okay. See you tomorrow.